Hello and welcome to my Full Contact Nerd book chat of fiction and nonfiction studies into sci-fi, fantasy, horror, mystery, game design, film history, etc., where I look at all the hardcover books released today, February 12, 2021. And we don't have a whole lot on the fiction side, so I pulled some from a few days ago that I haven't reviewed yet. We'll just go through the covers a little bit, a few seconds on each one, so you can see what's going on. We'll go over these in just a moment. All right. So when I look at a gaming book, I call it fiction if it's really just about the fictional story, and nonfiction if someone kind of goes into an analysis. So this is the complete book of Mario, complete book of this iconic character. Sona Books, 128 pages. When Shigeru Miyamoto created Jumpman for his new platform game Donkey Kong, it's highly unlikely he realized he was creating the most recognizable gaming character of all time, which is true. Oh, good ratings on this book. Trouble in the Cosmos, epic tale of an asteroid about to wreak havoc on the inhabitants of Earth. Betty Greiser, 268. So this is self-published. Nice cover. I do appreciate that cover. Work of fiction. Alright, Amelia's hand tremble. Marched her way to the garage chute, her heart racing and panting. So, So, too much narration. The writing style isn't grabbing me. So, Mario wins out. Bob's Burger Book. Real recipes for joke burgers. So, this is comedy. Fiction. I wonder if it should go in nonfiction, because it's about burgers. Kingswell, 128 pages. If you want to make these burgers, have at it, but I'm going to stick to the Mario book for the day's choice. X of Swords. So this is a hardcover, 720 pages Marvel book on the X of Swords. So let's see a look inside. Let's see what we have. A full collection of X of Swords. Looks pretty cool. I'm not familiar with it. So does it beat out Mario? Mario has a lot of... So, do I want to know everywhere Mario is or read X of Swords? Okay, Mario wins again. Fate by Zhao Haohui. Follow-up to Death Notice. International crime writing phenomenon. High octane, high concept cat and mouse. Police procedural. Head of Zeus 464. Interesting. Chinese police procedural. Reprint, huh? Interesting. Head of Zeus is a pretty good company. But why can I not read it or listen to it? I have no idea what's going on. So Mario wins again just because they didn't present enough. And then Prayer for the Living. This is sort of a collection of different tales. It has some magical realism. I think I looked at this already. I prefer novels to collections. This might be interesting, but Mario wins for fiction book of the day. I want to look at Mario and see what's going on with Mario. What do you think? You can always put your comments on my choices on the video when I post it on YouTube, Chris Alvarez. So now, time for nonfiction books. And again, you can go to fullcontactnerd.com for more book suggestions. So this is nonfiction studies of stuff that deals with sci-fi, fantasy, horror, film history, theater, acting, interesting choice. Oh, that's February 26th. I got to fix the date on this or adjust what I have for that. All right. All right, so let's start. What and Give Up Show Business. It's this guy's Texas Christian University Press. Autobiography of James Hampton, who for 50 years has been one of the most familiar faces. And yes, I do recognize his face. So I guess sort of a biography. The Life and Music of William Parker. Premier bassists and composers of his generation. Jazz artist. Historian and critic tells the story of his life. So we have an autobiography and a biography. Duke University Press, 416 pages, so good size, respected publisher. Black Arts Movement, so this will win out over James Hampton. Michael Jackson in comics, so interesting study. NBM Publishing, 192 pages. So this would be interesting, but William Parker beats out Michael Jackson's comic books. Total Aesthetics of Black Modernism, Visual Arts of Africa and its Diasporas. Duke University, 264. Black, Caribbean, and American artists responded to and challenged colonial and other white dominant regimes. So that's interesting. But William Parker wins out. Oh, maybe that other one was that the one that was, this is April 6th. So that doesn't even fit either. Digital Art in Ireland, New Media and Irish Artistic Practice. Digital Art. Anthem Press, 250 pages. Looks interesting, but William Parker wins out. This wrong date. Dead Ends to Cold Warriors, Constructing American Boyhood in Post-War Hollywood Films. Rutgers, 258 pages. So film history about boyhood in these films. Search, Intruder in the Dust, Gunfighter. Interesting. I like my film history, but William Parker wins out. I want to see what he was doing, all the musical movements he was part of and all that. Awakening of Modern Japanese Fiction, The Path, Literature, and Interpretation of Buddhism. First book to treat literary practices of certain major modern Japanese writers as Buddhist practices. English, 336 pages. Interesting concept. Who published it? Does not say. He's a professor at University of Montana. So, interesting. But William Parker wins. Essential Introduction to Maya Character Rigging. So this seems to be a reference book. CRC Press, 474 pages about, I don't know what this is. So classroom book about rigging for anyone who wants to pursue 3D animation. So if you're a 3D animator, maybe you know what this is about, but it's not my thing, so this gets knocked out. All right, so there you have it. Well, that's not, sorry, William Parker is what wins out. William Parker, Universal Tonality, The Life and Music of William Parker by Cisco Bradley, and The Complete Book of Mario, The Ultimate Guide to Gaming's Most Iconic Character by Ross Hamilton and Darren Jones. Those are your two winners for the day, and again, I archive this on YouTube, Chris Alvarez, and drop your comments about what I chose. And you can check out Twitter and Facebook as well, Chris Alvarez FCN. All right, until tomorrow, thanks for watching.